They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Eight yards to go here on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Now, Marty. 319.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fielded at the 20. Oh, shifty. Whoa. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
Let's go.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is where an offensive lineman really earns a living. You're on your own side of the field, but you only need a few inches, and you saw the good blocking at the point of attack. That is a well-earned 1st down.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down following the run.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Check. Blue landed. Back there. Artie Green, 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner wins in the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Finding time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They come out here in the eye. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come out in the pistol. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Quarterback, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the line to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Serve nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go. 3-2. 3-2. 3-2. 3-2.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Let's go. 58.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Let's go. 3-2. Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big tight end. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time. Forced out to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down after a good gain. And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 61 yards. In the red zone this time. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go. Blue 58.
He'll look to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big tight end with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Lions add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone...
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Let's go! Blue 58!
And they'll go on the ground. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Blue! Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long. And
no escaping this for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because You've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 58.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They come out here in the eye. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Let's go. 58.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Let's go. 58.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Letting one go deep for the... And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. In there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And Charles, I